No, not yet, but let's keep it going.
Took off around the back. I've been looking all night long.
Come on, can y'all come to me? Come to me. Yeah, come to me. There's an opening right here. Come on, kids, come to me. Kids.
This is the moment cops found missing children just hours before they would have went missing forever.
Ain't Jesus good?
He's good.
And this is just one of 4 gut-wrenching examples of when missing people got found by cops, starting with this girl who wasn't lost or hiding, but instead kidnapped by a psychopath.
He broke into my Las Vegas apartment and stole me from my home.
32-year-old Jack had been planning to kidnap his ex-girlfriend for over a year, or at least that's what he told her as he drove her away in his van kicking and screaming. He just might have gotten away with it too, but unfortunately for him, there were witnesses and police had a description of his vehicle. It still wouldn't be easy though, as all they knew was that the girl was forced from her apartment and appeared to be handcuffed. They found a knife and signs of a struggle in her apartment, and cops knew they were on a timer, as Jack was known to be unpredictable and dangerous. Luckily, just 12 hours after she was taken, Jack's van was spotted driving along US Highway 84, and police began the most horrifying stop of their careers.
Hey, Hill, get on your PA. There is a passenger. There is a passenger.
Open the door. Get outside. Get out of the way. Turn around. Turn around.
Hey, keep them up. Keep them coming back. Keep them coming back. Hands up. Hands up, passenger. Get on the ground, passenger. All the way. Yeah, I got passenger. I got passenger.
That is not the missing girl who stepped out of the car. It's Jack's accomplice, 19-year-old Sophie. They've managed to find and apprehend the suspects, but as it stands, police have no idea if the missing woman is in the car or even if she's alive.
Yeah. Put a camera on this thing. Got a camera. Do you need a...
Oh my God, thank you.
Suddenly, officers spot someone else in the car, and they appear to be restrained like some kind of wild animal.
Okay, we're gonna get you out of here, okay?
I got pictures of her and I got pictures of the chains.
Hold on. There. Got another hand, okay?
Got it? Hold on. Hold on, where got you? Yeah, you check them though?
He had me earlier and I got him to take him off.
Jack had allegedly told his victim he was taking her to a cave which he and Sophie had prepared, where he was going to brainwash her into agreeing to marry him. The woman, who was later identified as Jane, was found chained to the floor of the vehicle. Other than the intense mental anguish and trauma of the event, she was unharmed.
He choked me out
Sarge.
like 6 times.
I don't got a key for this one, guys. Sarge, I don't got a key for the neck one.
Okay.
Here it is, here it is. Okay, hold on, give me time. There you go.
Oh my God.
Where you guys going?
I was in Las Vegas. He broke into my Las Vegas apartment and stole me from my home.
Las Vegas, New Mexico?
Nevada.
Nevada?
He hauled ass.
Do you know the guy?
Yeah,
He's
he's
your
my ex-boyfriend. How did you know?
They called us and told us.
Who did?
I was up at the office trying to run him, see if we had anything on him.
He dragged me out of the place and I fought so fucking hard because I was like, this is how you die. And I think a neighbor saw me getting dragged out. He choked me out like 6 times because I kept fighting so hard.
Okay, did you lose consciousness when he was choking you?
Yes, like 6. He choked me out 6 times.
Okay.
Kidnapping is a serious offense in Nevada, and of course comes with a heavy punishment. Taking an adult for ransom or with intent to harm is classed as first-degree kidnapping and can come with a maximum sentence of life in prison. From what Jane is describing, Jack has caused her harm and had worse in mind. His unhinged behavior was later witnessed as he was taken to jail.
You got a favorite hymn?
No, I don't.
Why not?
I don't know. I've never been into them. What about you?
What about Amazing Grace? You like that one?
I'll take it.
Of course, there would be no saving him, as he was later sentenced to a life in prison. His accomplice, Sophie, identified as a woman, but was sentenced under her birth name, Samuel, where she was given 63 months in prison and 5 years supervision on release. Jane knew her kidnapper, which is terrifying in its own right. But imagine waking up to find you're being kidnapped by a total stranger and you've got no idea what they have in store for you.
He was driving like crazy, and I couldn't talk with him. He didn't want to stop. I don't know if he's crazy or what happened with him.
When a woman took a nap in a family car at a truck stop in Columbia County, she woke up to find herself in the middle of a living nightmare. A man she doesn't know is driving the car and her husband is nowhere to be seen. The last thing she knew, her husband had just gotten out of the car to go into the gas station. She has no idea what happened after that, but knows she has to let someone know what's happening. Luckily, she has her cell phone and dials 911. Patrol cops are immediately notified and set off in search of the stolen vehicle.
Do you see anything?
Just passing SUV.
As soon as the officer sees the vehicle they're looking for, he begins pursuit. All police know that the man is refusing to let the woman out of the car. He says he's a truck driver, and a deranged one at that, claiming there's a conspiracy to kill the woman and her husband, and that he's actually saving her life. Obviously, the cops aren't buying this, and the pursuit has to be brought to an end.
Try and get some statements this way too, please.
3333. If somebody could get spikes at 188 and 60, approximately 90 miles an hour. Still not catching the vehicle. No traffic. Roads are clear.
Pursuit termination measures will be either active or passive. Active measures are supposed to disable a vehicle either partially or completely. The most commonly used active measure are tire spikes, which is exactly what the officer has asked for. Deploying the spikes can be risky for the officer involved, but are highly effective when used correctly.
65 miles an hour. It's crossing over. Back in the eastbound proper lane of traffic. Gastro and 60. No additional traffic. Roads are clear.
Additionally, I don't know if you copied them at 60 on Booth with spikes.
No oncoming traffic, roads are clear. Additionally, for 43, the only tire that should be intact is the rear passenger side wheel. Rear passenger side. Currently approaching units now.
3326, Amazon Prairie unit are coming up behind 3333. We're about a half mile behind.
3333 appeared to be negative spikes from State Patrol. Suspect vehicle just crossed over into the oncoming.
The spikes worked, but didn't stop him, and he's still driving at a high speed despite having only one tire intact. All the while, his terrified captive cowers for her life in the backseat. If the car doesn't stop soon, then police will have to try another trusted method of ending a pursuit.
3333, I'm behind State, coming up on 188 and County Road V, 56 miles per hour, no oncoming traffic. Vehicle just crashed again. It's back on the road, continuing.
Continuing.
3333, looks like State's about to try pit attempt. oncoming traffic. We're still 55 miles per hour. Just passing County Road D 188 westbound. Suspect just bounced off the guardrail again.
The discussion the cops are having is about the precision immobilization technique, otherwise known as PIT. This maneuver has proved highly effective in stopping high-speed pursuits, and it all comes down to science. A patrol car matches the other car's speed, pulls alongside them, and nudges the back end of the car. This, in theory, should make the target vehicle's tires break traction and cause the rear to spin away from the pursuing vehicle. If you're still confused, you're about to see a perfect example of how one should be done.
33 to 33, we're 43 miles an hour, state's attempted hit.
CAD update received. CAD update received.
33, successful pit.
33, I copy, successful hit.
33, I've pinned him with my squad.
33, I've pinned him with my squad. 10-4, I copy, you pinned him with your squad.
Even though the vehicle is disabled, the woman inside is by no means safe, and officers have to act fast to make sure she gets out of this one in one piece.
3331 at gunpoint. Have EMS on standby. Full airbag deployment.
I'm gonna come around this side and we're gonna open that door. I have a cane on you, we'll get bit. Keep your hands up.
Hands are up. I can see hands up.
Passenger side, come around and get this.
Where's the female at? Hands are up.
Back passenger door.
Ma'am, come on out.
Ma'am, come out.
Door can't be open.
With your hands up. Show me your hands, ma'am. Come out. Come out slowly. Ma'am, come back. Keep your hands.
Do not move. Slow down, get her out. Keep your hands there, do not move. Do not move. It's blocked in, get her out. All right, then come around to this passenger door.
Put your hands up.
Two hands.
Keep coming. Back up a little bit, Josh. I'll go 95.
Two hands. Guys, two hands.
I'll go.
Right. Guys, two hands. I'm not resisting.
Hands
Put
on
your
your
hands behind your head. Put your hands behind your head.
Josh. It's okay. You got it. I'm not taking no chances. Your hands have been searched.
I'm not doing anything.
Finally, the ordeal is over for the missing woman, and a successful rescue is ensured. She has managed to keep police informed during the initial search, pointing out road signs and other features that allowed police to find her and possibly save her life.
Thank you so much.
Do you want EMS to check out?
No, I'm fine. Thank you.
Are you sure?
Yes, I just scared because he was driving like crazy. And I couldn't talk with him. He didn't want to stop. I don't know if he's crazy or what happened with him.
Okay. You're okay.
I am.
Are you sure?
Definitely.
Okay.
I'm just scared.
I'll be back to talk to you in a few minutes, okay?
Okay.
My name is Sergeant Stage. You can just call me Ron, okay?
Okay.
And I kind of started the whole investigation right away. We've been trying to find you really fast. We had a lot of people helping.
Man, I'm so scared.
Although the kidnapper has yet to be sentenced as of December 2023, he is facing charges of operating a motor vehicle without consent, false imprisonment, operating a motor vehicle while intoxicated, reckless driving, endangering safety, possession of methamphetamine, and possession of drug paraphernalia. With charges like that, he will be facing a hefty prison sentence. But not all missing person cases are so straightforward. Some can be much more of a mystery, like in the case of the vlogger who may have known more about her missing kids than she was letting on.
A couple of them were found, and malnourished, and bound.
When a local man answered the door to a 12-year-old son of a popular vlogger, he couldn't believe what he saw. The boy was wounded, malnourished, and begging for help, leaving the neighbors with no choice but to call 911.
Tell me exactly what's happened.
I just had a 12-year-old boy show up here at my front door asking for help. We know there's been problems at this neighbor's house. He's emaciated, he's got tape around his legs, He's hungry and he's thirsty.
Ruby and her business partner Jody ran a podcast on parenting, but the methods she used to discipline her kids were brought into question by many viewers. Ruby ran a strict household and was proud to use severe forms of punishment to keep her kids in line, including denying food and making them sleep on a beanbag. She gained a lot of negative attention because of this, and many signed a petition pleading with Child Services to intervene. Although the investigation never happened, there could be no doubt that something sinister was going on in Ruby's family.
So what's going on is we got a call from DCFS because St. George PD got a call about 2 kids that were found locked up in a safe and tied up, and it's siblings, and the suspects are the parents.
Her son had escaped from Jody's house in August 2023 in Ivins, Utah, and his malnourished and beaten body shocked medics. Police were dispatched to Jody's house where they found Ruby's 10-year-old daughter in a similar state of starvation. Police also found evidence of abuse consistent with the injuries both children had, including 2 pairs of handcuffs, tape, saran wrap, ropes, dressings, and bandages. However, Ruby had 4 children, and 2 of them were still nowhere to be found. They were missing for days, and police were growing increasingly concerned about their safety. If the other kids were anything to go off, they might not last long enough to be saved. Eventually, though, a long search led the cops to the home of Pam, a friend and colleague of Ruby's.
Well, we have to physically see her.
Come to that doorway.
We'll go ahead and get the copy of the warrant for you, okay?
You have a warrant for my house?
Specifically for you.
For you and the child.
Yeah. Okay. So,
What is going on?
as of right now, I'll just need you to give your phone to your husband. Okay. And as of this moment, you're going to be detained right now. Okay.
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 So
So,
what
is
does that mean?
there anything on you?
No.
Okay. Perfect. Just put your hands in front of you. Okay. Just going to place you temporarily under
Wait,
arrest.
wait,
Okay.
What
I'll
are
explain
you
to
doing?
you that. I'll explain to
What are you guys doing?
I've explained this already. I'm being as courteous as I can.
Okay, well, I'm going to call an attorney.
That's fine.
I don't know what's
Yeah, I don't even know what this is all about.
Okay. So I'm going to
my
explain
wife
to you when we
in
get to the car.
handcuffs, I mean-
Yes. I just explained to you that you're being detained right now. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you to my car, okay? I need this officer to stay with your husband, and I'm going to explain everything to you when we get there, okay?
So what do I have to do with it? Why am I like this when haven't resisted or anything?
Because I have to detain you momentarily until I figure out what charges they're going to go with that. So like I said, we were requested by another agency to locate you and detain you temporarily under a warrant to figure out this. He's right there, which means you had her. That makes sense?
Yeah, she comes over to my house all the time.
I'm going off what you're saying. I'm going off what they're saying. I don't know what's the truth. I know that she's here. I don't know if she came willingly or not.
So can't you ask her?
That's what we're about to do.
Okay.
But as of right now, that's why I separated you, because I want the truth. I don't want coercion. I don't want her being felt like she has to say stuff.
Yeah.
All that kind of stuff. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you in there. We're going to drive back to the front so you can hang out right in front of your house. Okay?
Immediately, one of the kids came out of the house, and the officer separated the 2 until he could get more information.
So I just want, if you can just give me the lowdown of what's going on today, because I have the agency that says I detained Pam. She's in the backseat of my car, and then I have in the house in front of me.
House.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
We have DCFS here. They're on their way. They're gonna come pick us right now.
Okay.
So if you can detain Pam still for a minute, and then there, and DCFS will be there in just a minute.
Okay. Can you at least give me a synopsis of what this is in regards to?
Alright. Yeah. So what's going on is we got a call from DCFS because St. George PD got a call about 2 kids that were found locked up in a safe and tied up, and it's siblings, and the suspects are the parents.
Okay.
But St. George has mom and dad detained down there, and they are doing some interviews right now to kind of figure out everything that's going on. There's 2. There's one other sibling that we're still looking for, that are considered still dangerous, and DCFS has a warrant to take them both into custody and into state's custody. Pam was seen picking up we kind of figured that out and had you guys go out there. So we're still kind of figuring everything out, but that's the basis of it, is that these kids there's a warrant to take them into state custody. A couple of them are found getting malnourished and bound and locked in a safe. So that's where we're at, and then we're still looking for the other one.
Police now had to find whether Ruby had intentionally tried to hide her kids away from the police, as it seemed strange that they would travel hundreds of miles away from home to Pam's house just to do some cleaning, as she claimed. And with everything else they know about Ruby, they were sure there was more to this than meets the eye.
So today, your daughter in St. George was hooked up with DCFS on a possible child abuse. Okay.
My daughters? Are you sure you have the right daughter, Stacy Crane?
Someone from St. George that has their child.
No, that's not my daughter.
Okay. Well, those officers are on their way up here to talk to you.
Okay.
And talk to her.
Okay.
And DCFS is on their way as well.
Okay.
I'm not here to argue the logistics.
No, I know.
I'm telling you what I know.
Yeah, it's just those would be my granddaughters, and those aren't my granddaughters. Those are my friends' daughters.
Okay. So your friend's daughters then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Is Ruby Frankie's daughter.
Okay.
She's a friend of ours. She comes over and helps me every once in a while to do cleaning and stuff.
Okay. So this is what happened, okay? Her parents were in the situation of a child abuse allegation.
Okay.
DCFS made the report and went to the house and found children malnourished and locked in a safe. Okay?
In a safe?
In a safe. Okay. So now those officers and DCFS have to custody of those children, and we're looking for this one. The rec center, when they went to go find her, said that you picked her up.
Yeah, I
So
did.
now they are trying to figure out
why I picked her
why
up.
you picked her up, what you know with her. Is she okay? Did she come here willingly? All that kind of stuff.
Okay. Yeah, they
so
can
as
ask
soon
her
as they
that.
come here,
Yeah.
we'll be on our way.
Okay.
Okay, that's why I said you're just detained. You're not placed under arrest just right now until they figure out what's going on with their part.
The officer's main concern is now finding out if Ruby's remaining kids are all right and aren't being threatened in any way.
I don't know the full details of how mistreated or how malnourished those children are.
Okay.
All I know is that's the words and treatment that they used.
Yeah.
Which means that they are severely concerned of her well-being and every child that's in that home.
Okay. So they'll just have to talk to her and
Because I've been a part of many DCFS cases where as soon as the parents are hooked up, kids are taken. If there's any kids that aren't in the home immediately when the kids are taken, guess what? They're scurrying around. Other family members are picking them up that way. The parent can come back and grab them before DCFS takes them.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you, you may be a good person, but there's a lot of people in this world that aren't.
Right. Well, if DCFS is supposed to take her, then they can take her. I mean, I'm not going to try to fight that. I mean,
Well, that's what they're going to come talk to you about. They left already, so they should be here in the next 10-15 minutes, but Springville just left as I got off the phone with him, so he's probably going to be about 20.
DCFS or whatever it is coming?
Yeah, so DCFS will come for their part first, and then the detective
So they're
Munford
just going
is
to ask
coming
her
to
if
talk
she
to you.
came willingly to my house and if
I
everything
think-
is okay?
And she has to be taken into state custody,
Oh, she does? Okay.
because I think her parents were arrested. Is it possible I could talk to you by my car? A little out of so we can just talk?
Yeah, she can go in and lock the door.
Go in and lock the door.
Yeah.
If this officer goes with you, sure.
No.
No?
She can stay right here on the porch so you can
So I
see
can
her.
see her?
Absolutely.
What are you afraid of, sir?
I don't know what's going on.
So that's what I'm going to brief you on, but I
And
want to
I'm
say...
telling you, I'm answering your question.
Okay.
Number one, I don't know what's going on. Number two, I don't want Springville to drive up and you guys whisk her away and take her away without giving any information or anything.
Okay.
And so, number three, her mom isn't here right now. And I feel like I'm kind of trying to protect her from getting into a bad situation.
That's understandable.
That's me.
That's understandable.
And I don't even know her that well.
So I'm
Pam knows
gonna
her.
answer all three of those questions.
Pam knows her because she knows her mom. She's very good friends with her, has known her for a long, long time.
If Pam is as good a family friend as he claims, then surely she should have known if her kids were being abused. Friend or no friend, the right thing to do would be to contact the police to save these poor kids. Now that the girl is away from Ruby, a female officer can try and get her to open up.
Is there a reason you're so scared right now? It's us? Okay. Well, I'm sorry if you've had a negative interaction with law enforcement in the past, okay? My intention is not to scare you. Are you okay? Or is there something that I can do to make you not feel as scared right now? Okay.
Her husband,
During the questioning, the officer learns that the second missing daughter is also inside the house.
Alright, sir, so I have a question for you. Pam already told me that the house, can we ask for her to come outside as well? Thank you.
You can go with him.
you can sit there. Can I sit here?
Sure. I do not know the background of the case, but obviously it's serious enough for her to be detained, okay? And for the children to be present. Alright? If I had more information, I'd give it to you, but I don't.
Ruby's 12-year-old son was found to have open wounds with duct tape around them. When asked, he said that his mother and Jody would treat his wounds with pepper and honey. Her son's injuries were so bad that he was kept under medical supervision for several days after he was found.
Let me give you a little bit of backstory of how this all ended up happening. Is that okay with you?
Yeah.
Okay. So we got a call from St. George Police Department because there are siblings of were found down there in a pretty distraught condition. That information came to us. We went to Springville, the address they have in Springville. No one's there. And so then we kind of do some follow-up. We find out that
Yep.
And then someone said that you had came and picked her up. So based on the conditions that the other kids were found,
it makes sense you're concerned about them.
Right,
Yeah.
and we don't know you.
Right.
We don't know what your involvement is with them. We don't know any of that. And DCFS has a warrant to take these girls into custody, into state custody.
Yeah, I don't know everything that's happening, but we'll do whatever you want to do. I mean,
I just am curious, is there a reason that you went and picked her up today?
yeah,
What was the reason you went and got her today?
she's going to come clean at my house.
She's going to come clean. Is that something that regularly happens?
Yeah, she comes and cleans, or she comes and cans. She comes and does weeds and stuff. And I have company coming tonight from
Costa Rica. That's DCFS.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say, so one of my neighbors. That'd be embarrassing. Yeah. So my friend called me and she said, "Hey, I have a family emergency. I'm going to St. George."
Ruby would deny all the allegations against her, and the case was seen as so serious that documents regarding the welfare and placement of Ruby's children were sealed. The court stated this was the only way to ensure a fair and private trial away from the intrusive effects of the media.
Remember what I said? You got to deal with, the best case scenario. That's
Probably once we get to the phone.
So Rachel, I can just call and see how they're doing for you.
Yeah, you can, and then I'll check to make sure everything's good. If I call you up there, we're gonna have one person in the front and one in the back, so I don't know who wants to.
The children might not have said much to police at the time, but Ruby's eldest daughter, Sherry, who was away at college, later posted a social media update saying that justice had been served. Only a year earlier, she cut all ties to her family, and it appears the reason was down to the abuse. Both Ruby and Jody remain in custody and have yet to be sentenced, but with 6 counts of aggravated child abuse against them, it's likely neither of them are coming home soon. And if you thought that case was stressful for the cops, imagine being in charge of finding a group of 7-year-old children who wandered off into one of the most dangerous forests in America, where every second is a matter of life or death. On September 30th, 2021, a group of young children went out to explore the forest around their homes, but what they didn't know is that this area is famous for the number of people who go missing there, and the amount of lives it's claimed. The sun was setting, and to the parents' horror, there was still no sign of them, prompting them to call the police, who quickly initiated a full-scale manhunt. The cops need to act fast if they're going to find these children alive.
Come to me! Yeah, come to me. There's an opening right here. Come on, kids, come to me.
The children had gotten lost on a trail that connected each of their houses, and by this point, they had been missing all night long. Nobody knew what condition they might be in, or if they had even survived through the night.
Come on to me. You good, brother, you good. It took me a minute. 806. I have the kids. If you want to track my radio location, I'm going to take them out to 224 and have MCHD come over there.
They wouldn't let me in over here last night, so I just took off around the back. I've been looking all night long.
Yes, sir. I have all
Jesus
3
is good,
children.
ain't he? Ain't Jesus good?
He's good. Kids, I'm the police.
Despite police asking locals not to search the area themselves, one resident knew the land better than anyone and couldn't rest knowing there might be young lives at risk in his backyard.
Here, you want my jacket? Can you wad it up?
His hands, look at his hands. They were down in the creek bottom all night.
And eventually it rained like 2
I soaked wet and I put it on.
Wrap around here. Wrap your arms around it. You're going to have to hold it up. You got it, buddy? All right, come on. Let's get out of these woods.
It's a miracle that they all returned safely, but they did exactly what their parents told them to do if they ever got lost. Stick together and wait for help. The local man who found them said they were huddled together under a fallen tree, and miraculously, they seemed almost completely unaffected by it all.
We're going to come out of here as a team. We'll take our time.
Do we have to ride in a police car? Because
well, the ambulance is probably going to want to look at you. Make sure you're good.
Well, I'm still good. My leg is scratched. I just
You want to take a breather for a minute?
Dang it, I was bleeding!
Okay, let's go. That's okay. We'll get you a Band-Aid, okay? Yep. Just follow that little opening. Let's pick up the jacket, buddy.
I didn't know that was crazy.
Don't get too far ahead, okay? I don't want to lose you again. I can't see the road yet, but we're close.
Although the man that found them is called a hero by many, he decided to remain anonymous and was solely focused on getting these kids back to safety.
Come on, kids. Let's come out to the road. Come on. Good. What? There you go, buddy. Look at you. You made it. Hey-ya. Good job. Good job, buddy. We made it, huh? Good job, bud. Yeah!
If you enjoy true crime videos like this, make sure you're subscribed to see more.